The moors hang suspended in fog-shrouded day. A gull's flight unended cries out on its way. The sea stalks to pillage. She seeks out her prey. A child of the village was murdered today.
That was lovely, Lydia. I like that poem. Did you, boy?
Shall I start making breakfast? Not porridge again. Can I please have Vicky bake?
Can't you say eggs and bacon? When will you ever grow up?
Never. What will I be when I grow up, Lydia?
Dead.
I seldom go swimming anymore. They say the sea can kill you. As I came here tonight, I couldn't help wondering what makes people travel long distances. Is it destiny that leads them, or is their journey part of their destiny? One day in Baghdad, a servant ran to his master. Master, he said, let me borrow a horse. I must flee to Samarkand. Why, the master inquired. Because just now in the marketplace I saw a woman with long dark hair whom I recognized as Death, and she pointed at me. The master gave his servant the horse, and then he went himself to the marketplace to find the woman. He said to her, Death, why did you point to my servant? Death looked at him and said, I didn't point at him. I merely raised my arm in surprise to see him here in Baghdad. Because tonight I have an appointment with him in Samarkand.
Oh, you're making us go miles off the main road. Are you sure you want to go? What's it called?
St. Meads.
Okay, it's your summer vacation.
Dad, last night, before I went to sleep, I even saw the village in my head. Honest.
You did, huh? All right, describe it.
Well, you've got a sort of winding road going down a white fence. You go through 2 stone pillars into the square.
Oh, come on, Peter. Are you sure you didn't see this village somewhere in a travelogue or a newspaper?
Honest, Dad, I didn't.
Well, these old English villages are all the same. I wonder if they'll take my credit card.
I suppose you've read about the accident we had here? At least the local constable thinks it's an accident. I can't imagine what that kid was doing near the cliffs in the first place.
It was a boy, wasn't it?
That's right. And no one knew who he was.
Or where he came from.
Come on, have a drink on me, Dr. Fenton. It's good for the appetite.
I knew where he came from. I can see it now. Near the ocean. A cottage. Up high. Near a lighthouse.
Tomorrow is the high tide of the month. You all know what that means.
It's time for games. On the cliffs. Is one of us to be chosen?
No, not this time, girl. I have someone new in mind.
I've had a great summer tour. You know that I've given over 20 lectures so far.
Well, there was some kind of rioting back in Liverpool, wasn't there?
Well, you know, Liverpool is a very religious town. I imagine my theories on birth control must have seemed pretty controversial. Anyway, when the lecture was over 100 people just surged up onto the stage and mobbed me. I thought I was going to have a nervous breakdown. I didn't know whether they were going to hang me or stone me.
Well, which was it?
Neither. To my amazement, they just shook my hand.
Well, you won't get any controversy here, Doctor. The locals seldom see a celebrity like you.
Oh, but I'm not lecturing here.
Well...
Uh-huh. I see. I didn't know that I had a local booking agent. Do you know those children sitting over there?
What children?
Identity unknown, body unclaimed. This is the 5th such case in the last year. The last similar victim was a girl found on the Welsh coast 1,000 miles away. A curious object that the local constable at St. Mead found clutched in the hand of the child was a tiny silver star.
Are you interested in any books on my favorite subjects? Reincarnation, the occult, Dr. Fenton?
You know me?
Oh, yes. I've sold several of your books. I read them myself with great interest. I even had 2 children come in here to buy them.
Well, I'm afraid that my books aren't for children to read. Hope you didn't sell them any copies.
Oh, no. No, I didn't sell them any. When my back was turned, the little dear stole them.
What did they look like?
A boy and a girl. A strange blonde boy. Thin girl, dark hair. You know them?
No, but I've seen them. My theories seem to be arousing the children of this country.
I have a few rather odd theories myself, Doctor. Like this Earth is being inhabited by space people. They take various forms, such as animals, the wild ponies out on the moors, perhaps, or even, who knows, even children.
Excuse me. Excuse me, son. Did you just see a girl walk by here?
Tall girl with long dark hair, black eyes and answers to the name of Lydia? No, never saw her in my life. But I tell you this, Dr. Fenton, you better watch out for her. We know all about your books and ideas on sterilization and birth control. And we've seen your lectures. We've also seen your posters. You may have been putting them up, chum, but we've been tearing them down.
Nobody is trying to eliminate the birth of children through birth control. It's just that we have a severe question of overpopulation that will ultimately produce the end of the world as we know it. Now, the population bomb is far worse than the atom bomb. And we simply must control the birth rate.
Hush, Peter.
Who are you?
I'm Lydia. I've come to show you my favorite game. It's called Touch.
How do you play that?
Like this.
Hey, son. How are you? You all right? I came in to see how you are.
Yeah, Dad, I'm all right.
You don't look good. You've been having any nightmares, bad dreams?
No, not bad dreams. Sort of nice dreams.
What's that?
Gee, Dad, I don't know.
Oh. Never seen it on you before. Where'd you get it?
Is this what you're looking for? You've lost your butterfly and you've lost yourself, haven't you? We've been watching you.
You've been wandering round in circles for hours, stupid.
There's nothing to be afraid of, Peter. I quite like you. From the moment I kissed you, you started to become one of us.
We want to show you the cottage. They are waiting to meet you.
They? They took a lot of trouble to get you here.
We'll stay the night. Then if you want in the morning, you can go on. But of course you might not find your way back. Unless you know the way, it's not easy. But everybody almost always stays. Except with that one horrible boy last week. Very obstinate. Oh, it was a pity what happened to him.
What happened to him? Don't ask too many questions, boy. Let's get on with it.
Don't ever do that again, Peter. I can kill just by thinking thoughts with my mind.
Kill a dog with one look.
But of course it takes me a whole day to kill a horse.
Big animal, a horse.
It might take me a few hours to kill a human being. Like you.
So you better watch yourself, chum.
Willem? Willem, I'm looking for my son. Have you seen him?
Well, let me think. Seems to me I saw him before. Just a few hours ago, with a net. Yes, he was chasing a butterfly.
But where was this?
Edge of the village. He was heading toward the moors. If you want your son, look there.
The Moors? I don't know anything about the Moors. They run for miles. I'll need someone to help me find them.
No, Doctor. Nothing to worry about. We'll find him with no trouble. He can't have gone far, I assure you. He's probably only a few hundred yards away. Still, we'd better hurry. It gets dark so early these days.
This is our favorite game, Peter. It's more a test of bravery than a game. It's a test to see if you can become one of us. It's called Blind Man's Bluff. And as you're our new guest, you'll be the blind man. There's the bluff. The idea is this. We'll blindfold you, and then we'll spin you around and around until you're dizzy. And then you must walk in one direction.
There are only 4 directions to go. See, boy?
We'll give you clues, but you can't see us.
Exactly. If you choose right, you go safely back onto the moors. You see, the game is very simple. But as the cliffs go down into the sea on 3 sides, I'd be very careful. You see, if you choose wrong, you lose. And you only choose wrong once.
Wait a minute. We've been walking along these moors for miles. Now, you seem to know where you're going. Where are you taking me?
Let me remind you, Doctor, you're on the moors. You must trust me. Of course, if you want to go back, you go. But you'll never find your way. Not without me. You'll be hopelessly lost. You see, you've no choice but to go on following me.
Now, wait a minute. What have you done with my son, huh?
Do you want to find your son or don't you?
I'd better find my son. Or God help you.
God won't be much use to you out here, Doctor.
One thing more, Peter, and this is important. If you touch the blindfold with your hands,
You automatically lose.
all right then, we'll begin. Andrew?
Turn to the right. Go forward. Turn the other way. Forward. Turn to the right. Go forward.
Turn to the left.
Stop muddling him.
Go forward.
Turn around. Trust me.
Don't listen to her. That's exactly what she said to the others.
Just before they went over the cliffs.
Peter, stop!
You stupid idiot. You've broken the rules.
Peter, run! Let's get out of here.
Willem, you stupid fool. You are not supposed to bring him here to the cliffs.
But Lydia, your orders, I didn't understand.
I'm sorry.
You're of no use to us anymore, anyway. You're too grotesque. But I think you'd make a lovely wild pony. Yes, with your long legs and your graceful neck. You're very suited to a wild pony. I've taken care of everything.
Well, I'm sorry, son. It looks like we're lost. I don't have any idea where we are. Let's go.
We've been waiting for you, Doctor. Thank you, Peter. Whether you know it or not, you've been of great help.
Would either of you like some tea?
I don't know who you are or what you are, but I do know that you're dangerous. Come on, Peter, we're leaving here.
You won't get far.
You'll soon be lost, I promise you.
The door is locked. You can't get out.
Peter, open the door.
Yes, sir.
See, if you don't know how, it doesn't open.
Peter, hold this gun on him. And you use it if you have to. Do you understand?
Yes, Dad, I understand.
That's it, Peter. Come on, we're leaving.
Well, Peter, are you going with him, or would you rather stay with us?
Peter, did you hear me? We're leaving.
I order you to stay.
Peter, you're not to listen to her, you're to listen to me.
I can't, Dad. Peter, listen carefully to me. If you want to become one of us, you can with my help. You're to do exactly as I tell you.
Yes, Lydia.
Good. Now then, aim that gun at your father. Keep aiming it at him. If I command you to fire it, you will obey.
Yes, Lydia, I will obey.
Good. Now then, Doctor, sit down. Sit down. Let me introduce you. That's Girl and Babe. And you've met Andrew.
My pleasure to meet you again, sir.
That's Child and Thing. You saw them in the garden last night. And that's Boy. And I'm Lydia, the leader. That's a whole group. Of course, there are more than a dozen in this country alone. More each month. You see, Doctor, despite your books and your pamphlets, we are multiplying.
Maybe the question is not who you are, but what are you?
That's easy. We're the children of the new order.
You see, we're going to take over every child on this earth, like your son.
We're building a children's army. We've given up on you older ones. Eventually there'll be a total new generation of children.
Well, what is it you want? What do you want to do?
We want perfection.
A perfect world. A world of children.
What could be more beautiful? What could be more perfect? Don't you see it's age that corrupts?
Anyone over 15 is already corrupt.
Okay. Now, what happens to all of you when you grow older?
We die.
You see, 15 to us is old. Very old. 13 and 14 is getting on.
11 and 12 is middle-aged.
I only have 2 years left to live.
And then what?
Cliffs.
That's why we constantly need replacements. Like your son.
Isn't there something missing in your philosophy? I mean, where do you get the experience, the maturity to rule?
Experience is sorrow, maturity is defeat.
Well, without it, you'll become animals. You'll be just like animals.
You already are animal.
Well, what do you want of me? Tell me.
Your ideas are dangerous to us.
Unless we can break you down or convert you.
You can't convert me. And you can't break me down.
Then that would be a pity.
Don't you see? I'm not trying to destroy life. I'm only trying to prolong it. I'm not at war with you, but you're at war with me. And you can't win.
So be it. Peter, listen to me. You failed the test on the cliffs, and now I'm going to give you another one. If you want to become one of us, I want you to kill that man. He is our enemy.
Yes, Lydia, I will do whatever you say.
Are you ready?
Yes, Lydia.
Fire on the count of 3.
Peter, do you realize what she's asking you to do?
1,
Peter, she's mad. They're all mad.
2.
Now hand me that gun, please. Just lay the gun in my hands, please.
3. I said fire.
You all right, son?
Yes, Dad.
Come on, let's get out of here.
As far as we're concerned, he's imperfect. Just when I thought we could make him one of us.
Come on, son, we're leaving.
What a pity. I thought he might even make a leader.
That means, Lydia, you were wrong. You are wrong in judging him. In fact, it makes you less than perfect. And you know what that means.
Shut up, Andrew. Do you want me to do to you what I did to Gwilliam? Do you know who that man is down there?
No,
Have you ever seen him before?
never.
Good. You see, I had to kill him. For the sake of all of us. Even you. I had to do it. And now, you're one of us.
Yes, they probably are still somewhere on the moors in children's shapes. But who knows? Unless they begin to play their games. Just look around you at the next child you meet or group. They could be them. One of the others. I don't see how I'll ever be able to trust another child again. Do you? So, until we meet next, this is Anthony Quayle, reminding you that there is a touch of evil in all of us. Good night. Pleasant dreams.
There are many different